What's up, guys? Back at the shop again today. We're working on this beautiful Saturn Vue with the 3.5 Honda motor in it. This thing actually moves pretty good, but we have a, what did you say, the AC compressor's got oil all over it?
It was leaking like crazy, so gonna replace that.
So you're just taking the top of the air box off
just
there?
So make it easier to get to the belt tensioner. Because I gotta release the belt first. And looks like just this should hold in the box. I already have the intake air temperature sensor disconnected. Seriously.
There's a 10 right there on the front of it. That'll probably help you get it up out of the way.
Yeah, I probably have to move this.
No, still doesn't even move that much. Why? Oh, is there one on the back?
Here, I could probably sneak it out. And then here's the tensioner down here.
Guys, this would also be a good time to change your serpentine belt and also put a new air filter in since you're already taking it apart. If you haven't done it lately, probably a good idea to inspect it before you go to the parts store to get your AC compressor or wherever you're going to get it. And make sure your belt's in good shape and also your air filter. What we're going to do now is we're getting the pulley off the tensioner. It's a reverse thread. Then we're going to try to get the alternator out of the way to bring it up through the top. Because at the bottom you have the alternator mount itself in the way, you have a catalytic converter in the way, and then you have the the big cross member cradle in the way. So we have the motor supported from the bottom with a floor jack. We're taking out the through bolt so we can jack up the motor so Wayne can get a little more room. It's really hard to get any angle on that. There seems to be a hex head or an Allen key that's holding on the tensioner. So we're just getting ourselves a little more room. He's going to jack it up. There we go. Yeah, we're looking good.
10mm bolt first. That goes at the bottom. It's hard to see.
Oh, you can see the hole.
Yep. Like when it's in there, and then you got your Allen. It's just that 10mm bolt, and the Allen took this off. Get this alternator out of here.
Hey! An hour later, got it. Now the important question is, hey! Oh, that's not the part I wanted you to bring up with you. Keep reaching. Hey!
Just makes.
So
Took out the bracket for that holds in the alternator and the AC compressor while having the AC compressor down there, so I could get the alternator to clear. Clear the alternator out. And then undid the motor mount, jacked up the motor a little bit, and fault with the AC compressor, you just had enough room to get it out through the top. Would have probably been easier dropping the subframe, but I couldn't get the bolts to spin. It feels like it's a bolt and nut, and it just spun, so instead of messing with the subframe, I went this way with it.
Well, and you probably still would have to take that AC compressor bracket off.
Most likely, yes.
So you would have to do all you did now, plus the subframe. You got it in already?
Yeah, that one fell into place.
Nice. You can see how cramped it is down there. He's putting the alternator bracket back on, and the AC compressor is just kind of laying there. This one must be a little smaller, or we just got the angle right because it kind of fell right down in there, which is what we wanted it to do. Alright, so he finally got that big puzzle piece all back together down there. So now the belt's going on.
Let's get underneath, put on the pulleys down here.
And he's just got to get the tensioner, slip the belt behind it, and everything but the airbox should be back together. There's two little nubs on the front here you want to line up, and then it kind of just falls in place.
Kind of, except for this tube here.
Oh, is there a tube you got to line up?
Yeah.
Make sure you get the cold air in there for all your horsepowers. And then there's just one sensor you got to plug in the side. And she's all done. So how would you rate this job on a difficulty scale? What would you, any tips or tricks?
More of a pain in the ass.
It's just like a big puzzle piece.
Like a puzzle.
Alright guys, so you can do this at home if you'd like to. It isn't really, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but you really gotta mess around with like a lot of things at one time. You can't just like unbolt the AC compressor, pull it out, or unbolt the alternator, pull it out. You gotta take brackets and stuff off. It's not very difficult, but if you get frustrated easily, you might want to skip it because it does get a little frustrating. So I hope this helped. Like it down below or comment if you are confused on anything you saw here. I can clear it up for you. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video.